Hey everybody, my name's Jeff Schneider, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to go from this to this. Super R&B, super hip harmonizing there, so let's break it down. It's actually a really simple concept. Do you guys know the pentatonic scale? It goes like this. It's a 5-note scale. You got the 1, the 2, the 3, the 5, and the 6 of the major scale that you're in. Okay, so if you have a melody, my melody in this case was this. Let's start with part 1. We'll start there, breaking it down here for you. All you have to do is harmonize using the pentatonic scale to get that sound. So what I'm doing is I've got the C here, I've got the 1, and I'm going to skip over, well, first, what would be the note below C in the pentatonic scale? Well, it would be A, right? B is not in the pentatonic scale for C major. So the next one would be A, but we're not going to use A. We're going to use the one that comes after A. What's the pentatonic note below A? It's G. So now we have G and C. The next note in the melody is a D. Again, we're not going to use the pentatonic note below D, which would be C. We're going to skip over the C and jump down to A. So now we have A and D there. C and G, D and A. Now the next note in the melody is this E. The pentatonic note below E is D, not going to use it, skipping over to C. E and C. The three of those together, very nice sound, very cool sound. Okay, the rest of that melody was, so I'm going to go up and down the same way. Harmonizing using the pentatonic scale. And if you want to throw in some grace notes, that'll really make it sound really nice. Get that R&B flavor in there. So I'm using a grace note going from the D to the E. And I'm going to do the same thing in my other hand. Grace note from the A to the C. And I'm also going to do a grace note going back to that D. Grace note, C going to D. And in my other hand, the G is going to grace going up to the A. And then we're back down to the C. Okay, let's go to part 2 of the melody. Part 1 was, part 2 is just those 2 notes for part 2. Same concept, guys. A, harmonizing the A with the pentatonic scale. The note below A is G. We're not going to use G. Skipping over, the next pentatonic note is actually an E. The next note in the melody is G. So the E is going to go to a D there, and the A is going to go to a G there. Harmonizing using the pentatonic scale. Is it making sense? Again with the grace notes. I'm gracing up to the A and then down to G. No grace note on the G, just on the A, to be clear. Okay, let's finish it off. Part 3. That's the melody. You guys are getting the hang of it, right? And that's the rest of it. I think you guys get it now. You're using the pentatonic scale to harmonize melodies. Make sure you skip over one note in the pentatonic scale. Guys, you can also harmonize above the melody with the pentatonic scale. It doesn't just have to be from below. So if you have this melody here like before, you can use this line on top. Experiment. See which way you like better. You know, some situations may call for the different voice harmonizing, but this scale works so well for harmonizing. Guys, I'm going to show you another technique for harmonizing melodies in this R&B style in a future video. So if you haven't subscribed, definitely do so you catch that video. And if you have any questions about the stuff we talked about today, then be sure to leave a comment or a question below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, Jeff Schneider here. I'm going to teach you a sick chord progression. You're going to love this. Check this out, guys. Yeah, it's super neo soul, super smooth, and it's pretty easy to play. So let's break it down real quick.